A very good evening. I'm Dave Woods. And joining me in the commentary, Brian Carney, as we get set for tonight's Super League clash between the Broncos and the Falcons. Conditions absolutely perfect for this match. What do you make of this match, Brian?
Thanks, Dave. I'll tell you what, I just have that feeling. I can sense an upset on the cards. And I've been feeling this way for the entire week in the build-up to this. The underdogs can beat any team on their day. They've got some big forwards up front, and they can be very damaging with the ball, especially if you turn it over cheaply. I don't think this is going to be the foregone conclusion many are predicting.
So I think the coach is happy with the squad selected for this match, and she'll be happy with this side. Ready to kick off. We are underway. And she's right in position to field the kick. Running along. Referee shouting held.
And aren't the home fans happy about it?
Passes inside. Ball and all tackle.
Bang! What a tackle!
Tries the inside pass. And she's stopped in that one. Halfway through the count. Works it on. Good ball. Referee calls held.
Beautiful.
Shovels it on. Chasing well. Met front on. Last tackle coming up. Comes up with a play the ball. Tries her luck with a kick. Ferguson does well with the bounce. Driven back. Commanding plenty of respect from two defenders. That's the first of 6. At dummy half. Twinkle toes.
She's proving elusive.
Gathered in the tackle. Second of 6 tackles there. Rushes into dummy half. Bamboozles the defence with a step. The Broncos not able to break through that strong defence. That's 3. Off the left foot. Sidestep. Good play. They grab some decent territory. Unable to break through. Delivers the wide ball. Pushed back in the tackle. The Broncos throwing themselves against the defensive line, unable to break through. Shut down. That's good defence there. That pleases the crowd.
Good try, very good try. They'll be happy to get those first few points on the board.
Well, they posted the try. Now can they get the goal? Well done. 2 points from the kick. The Broncos lead by 6. She really drives this kickoff. Good positional play. She's there for the kick. Mesmerises the defence with a step. Very effective tackle, that one. Tackle 1 completed. Plays it. Nice vision, cut-out ball. Holding up a short pass. Fitzgerald bursts through the line. Offloads the ball. Forced backwards. Well held. No way through.
They're getting there in numbers, but are struggling to lock the ball up.
And with a step. Fooling the defence with that step.
Oh, the footwork. She's running them ragged.
Play the ball now. Putting up a chase. They force her back. The Broncos unable to break through. This is just outstanding defence here. Jones scoots out of dummy half. She's unstoppable.
Well, it's hard to tell if the attack is brilliant or the defence is dire. Either way, the stats tell the story.
That is a pass, Brian. Gives it on. They drive her back, and she's blocked by the defence. Strong defence here. They can hand it over because that's the 6 tackles up. Looks and turns the ball inside. Passes. Halted by the defence.
Who's going to make the big run in this set to ease the pressure?
Quick to get to the loose ball. Front on defence. First tackle. Plays the ball. Quickly with a pass. Gets the ball. Dragged down. That's 2. Lays it off. Brings it up.
Look at her, down to a jog, doing it easy.
Gets in the dummy half. Finds support. Stands and passes. Grabbed by the defence. 4 tackles completed now. Cuts out a few of her teammates. Well, they didn't use all 5 tackles there. Ferguson on the bounce, has the ball. Nice step. Rounded up by the defence.
Absolutely no way through there.
From that play the ball, she dashes from dummy half. She puts on the big bear hug in that tackle. There's the second. They're looking to spoil her party. Moves it on. She's beaten 3. She runs straight past another. Through the first line of defence. Plays the ball 30 metres out from the line.
Coach will be happy with that chase.
Good step. Overpowered by the defence.
Definitely an opportunity there.
Little dummy half run here. Out of a tackle. That's a clever pass. Absolutely smashed by the defence. Loops it over the top. The Falcons manage to get to the ball and should be forced to play it. Feeds it on. That's a good ball and all tackle. That's the second tackle. Tries a pass back inside. Nice defence there. That's the third. She's got defenders closing. Crashes to the ground, probing for holes, but no way through. Sends it back inside. There's the half-time hooter. So the first half is over. So 1 half out of the way, and Brian has penciled down a few notes. What have you got for us, Brian?
The Broncos head into the dressing rooms with the lead. It's been a very committed effort, but as we know, Dave, rugby league is a game of 2 halves. So they can't afford to let the work they've done so far go to waste.
Well, that's the opinion of Brian, and we'll have more of his thoughts in the second half. Welcome back from half-time, and we're underway. She's almost through. There's the first tackle. Shovels it wide. Tamu finds support inside. Driven back. Held is the call from the referee. Jones dashes out of dummy half. Breaks the defence. Great step. Still trying to make meters as she's brought down after that good run.
Come on! Learn to tackle, girls. Work together.
With a line break. She's caught by the defence.
Had absolutely nowhere to go there.
Jones senses a chance out of acting half. Oh, she's through the line. Eventually tackled by the defence. This is excellent attack. Sends that pass out. Have coughed it up and lost possession. She'll be absolutely furious with herself there, and rightly so. She breaks through the defence. Clear of another tackle. And her run has ended. Plays the ball a couple out. Consider her shaken and stirred. Jones runs from acting half. She's not far away from that goal line. A good passage of play and a chance for points. Turns it inside. That has shaken her up. The Broncos threatening to come up with points. Pushed back in the tackle. Tamu. The opportunity to score still on. They roll forward again. Ferguson runs from dummy half. There it is. This is rugby league at its best.
Well, their fans rise and celebrate a beautifully orchestrated try. Their team's second try in very quick succession here. The away side will be a little shell-shocked and will want to tighten things up, and quickly.
There's 2 to be had here with this conversion.
Well, Dave, I'm sure she'd like to convert the kick and take the points.
Can't quite manage it. The kickoff is long. Ferguson there to field the kick. Evades that tackle. Proving hard to put down. That's one. Has a look and flicks it inside. Fitzgerald.
Well done.
She was just about through. That's the second. Jones looking to make more ground out of dummy half. Captured by the defence.
Defence is struggling here.
They force her back and they manage to wrap her up right on the halfway line.
Some enterprising play.
Plays it on the halfway line. That's a poor pass, sloppy play. Faulty away and she plays the ball. They continue to roll forward. Cut out ball. Looks for the one-pointer. And that kick is out on the full.
And we're coming back to where she kicked it.
They've got numbers. Wrapped up. Very nearly out of play there. First tackle there. Two able to come in defence. And that's the second. Flicks the ball inside. And down she goes. Keeps testing the defence with a short pass. Wonderful tackle on tackle 4. They're in hot pursuit. Just manages to stay in play. What a long ball that is. The punt. Ferguson marks the ball. Good burst this one. What a step. She's almost made her way through. There's meters to be made from dummy half. Jones breaks through the line with an offload. They're closing in. Breaks the line. Out in spaces. There we have it. That try sends the home crowd crazy.
The Broncos will be stunned at how easy they scored this try. The opposition were dropping off like flies in defence, and in the end, it was just a simple stroll to the try line.
We will stand by for the kick. Two more points.
Oh, it's funny what momentum can do in rugby league, especially when you've got a crowd like this urging you on.
There's plenty of depth to that kickoff. Ferguson catches it on the full. Misses the tackle. Is tackled after making good meters. That's the first of 6. Jones senses a chance out of dummy half. And she's stopped in that one. Second of 6 tackles there at dummy half. Bamboozles the defence with a step.
She's proving elusive.
Out in the open space. That's a 4-pointer. Now that's what the crowd has come to see tonight. Now we focus on the conversion to come. Lands the goal, that's 2 points.
The Broncos will take a lot of confidence from that, and I'd say we'll be looking to push on. Important set of 6 coming up for both sides.
Kicks it off deep. Running along. Straight through. What a run.
She just keeps going and going and going.
No chasers in sight. That's another 4-pointer. The fans roar their approval at the try.
The Broncos have gone the distance in scoring that try, Dave. This team have the skill to attack from anywhere and are very dangerous when they are in this kind of mood. Absolutely stunning play.
Couple of deep breaths as she looks to kick this one. And that's through.
Well, their fans will be very pleased with what they're seeing here. Very pleased.
Kicks off deep into enemy territory. That's good positional play to take the kick off the left foot. That, folks, is the full-time siren. It's full-time. What did you think of the match, Brian?
The Broncos showed up and got the result they were after. They stuck to the game plan, and it was a very good performance on their part. Their opponents were maybe a little complacent. It'll be interesting to see their coach's assessment when he fronts the media.
We'll have more Rugby League for you next time. On behalf of Brian Carney, I'm Dave Woods. Tally ho!